say, Call Halayim, Abba Yanawa, Wa Allah Yanawa Yahweh, Ba Shema Mashiach, Wa Adanawa Yahweh Shai, Ruach Wa Shemar Thumb. That's all praise to the Heavenly Father, man. Right? We are the Israelites. We come out here week in and week out, prophesying the words of the Lord, giving judgment to all these nations, right? And letting them know what's going to happen in these last days, man. Go ahead, give me that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
It reads, Salakia, chapter 6 and verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?
So the Lord's out here looking for people to send, man. He's looking for people to send on these highways and byways to prophesy his holy name, to let people know what's going to happen, man. Let people know they need to repent. Read.
Then said I.
Then said what?
Then said I.
What did we say?
Then said I.
Read.
Here am I. Send me.
We over here volunteering. Hey, Lord, pick me. Pick me. We over here calling out to the Lord, man. Why are y'all not doing the same? We all supposed to be honoring our Father, man. Serving him. He gave us life, man. He created the heavens. He created the earth. He did all this stuff for us, man. Don't you know that the Lord created all this stuff for us? Each and every man, person, car, vehicle, everything, man. Read.
And he said, Go and tell this people, Hear ye indeed, but understand not.
What do you want us to tell us?
Hear ye indeed, but understand not.
Because y'all hear us, but y'all not understanding, man. Read.
And see ye indeed, but perceive not.
And y'all see us up here, but y'all don't know what that means, man. Read.
Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes.
Right? Read.
Lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed.
So we out here, man. We out here preaching the words for everybody, but the Lord only wants a few people to hear it, man. The Lord, don't you know that man's going up the Lord? The brother brought it out earlier, man. But the Lord's choosing his elect people, right? That seed of Israel to come back here in these last days and wake up our nation, man. Let the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans know that we are God's chosen people, man.
That's right.
Read.
Then said I, Lord, how long?
How long? So how long? We asking the Lord, how long do he want us to be out here, man? Through the elements. How long do he want us to be out here getting chastised, getting murdered, right? Read.
And he answered, Until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
He said, until the cities be wasted, man. Until this land be utterly devastated, man. Destroyed. So we are out here every day. We're going to be out here every week doing the same thing, man. And if you want to learn, come. If you want to ask, you got a question, find out what the answer is, man. You will be a foolish person to be looking at the men of the Lord, who's keeping the commandments, who's waking people up, and you're not asking them questions, man. Stop being okay with just knowing. Knowing's not going to get you saved, man. Give me Romans 2 and verse 13, Bible Kishah, man. You knowing that you are Israelite ain't gonna mean shit if you're not trying to do the works of us, man, of the Lord, man. Read that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 13.
Right?
For not the hearers of the law are just before Yahweh, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
But the doers of the law is going to be justified, man. Not eating pork, worshiping the Lord, not buying and selling on the Sabbath day, right? Having a beard upon your face, man. Stop walking by the men of the Lord, peeping and not asking nothing, not finding out what we talking about, man. Go ahead, get that. Give me Hosea 4 and 6.
All right, it's Hosea 4 and 6.
Bring it out.
My people are destroyed. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
For lack of knowledge, man. We out here destroyed, man. We over here calling ourselves a color, calling ourselves a rich port. We out here destroyed, man. We don't even know that. Give me that poster, please. Bible to show. We don't even know that Christ is the so-called black man.
That's right.
Right? We out here believing that he looked like this. Our oppressor, man. That's false, man. That's idolatry in the same thing, man. And the Lord's going to deal with each and every person who walks by and not asks questions. The Lord's taking that, man. He's got an angel right here, all around us, writing it down, and he's going to bring this up with you in the day of judgment, man. Read.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Before what?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So the Lord said, hey, since you reject my knowledge, my wisdom, my understanding, I'm going to reject you, man. And that's why we getting killed out here, man. That's because these nations can do whatever they want to it without the fear of the Lord coming down upon them, man. That's why we got to fear the Lord and keep the commandments, man. Finish that out.
That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
And you see that? The Lord has forgot you who's not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. When all hell break loose, when Esau, the white man, come in like a flood, he's kicking down your door, he's asking you, he's going to take this vaccine, and you tell him no, and he shoots you, he kills your children, you're going to be crying out to the Lord, and he's going to laugh at your calamity, man. Go ahead. Bring out the other one.
This is Jeremiah 2:11.
Right?
Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods?
So the Lord saying, hey, look at these nations, man. Look at the black, also look at the Hispanic Osh. Look at the Chinese man, right? Look at the East Indian man, right? Look at the so-called white man. Had they changed their gods, man? A Chinese man has always worshipped a Chinese god. A white man has always worshipped a white god. The dang East Indian man has his own God, man. Why are we blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans honoring our oppressor, man? God, Yahweh Shai, who is Jesus, don't look like this, man. He don't look like this. The Bible will even tell you that. And if you will come inquire, we would tell you that also. Read.
But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
And this right here don't profit. What profit? What does he tell you? What does this man do for you? Not a damn thing, man. He don't tell you keep the law, statutes, and commandments. He don't tell you need to stop eating pork. He don't tell you that you're God's chosen people. This man right here don't do nothing for you. Right? Right, bring it out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
Assemble yourselves and come.
No, stay at home.
Assemble yourselves and come.
No, just walk by.
Assemble yourselves and come.
Assemble yourselves and come, man. Read.
Draw near together.
Draw what?
Draw near ye together.
Right, read.
Ye that are escaped of the nations.
Ye that are escaped of the nations. And what do we escape? Hey, we escaped slavery, right? We escaped being put to death. We escaped when they burned out our home. We escaped when they came after us, man. And the Lord has set a certain seed, a certain remnant for us to come back, man. Is that on your preaching?
Lie.
Go ahead.
They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save. Man, y'all worship a damn piece of wood, man. Y'all go in the church, y'all bow down, y'all fall on y'all Christian pastor, bald head, bald face,
And y'all crying out to a piece of wood, man. Let me ask you a question. This gotta be you gotta be an intelligent person to understand this thing, right? Because not too many people understand it, right? If you got shot, right? If I shoot you with an M16, are you gonna walk around with an M16 on your neck, praying to the M16, asking the M16 to deliver you? No, you wouldn't do that, man. And if your mom was to get killed, your father was to get killed, your brother was to get killed, you wouldn't be walking around with an M16, man. Use wisdom, man. Y'all have no wisdom. Y'all don't care for the Lord, man. That ain't your preacher?
Come.
Bring that up. Finish it? Yeah. Where you at? 11 still? We're gonna go to 13. Let's keep on.
Verse 12. Well, Jeremiah 2:12. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this.
The Lord called us heaven. Hey, he's looking at his people. He said, hey, you're heavens, man. Right? Read.
And be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord.
The Lord told us to be afraid, man. Be very desolate, right? Because he's coming to destroy this place, man. And if you don't repent, you're going to be caught up with it, right? Read.
For my people have committed two evils.
There's two different evils that our people have committed, right? Let's figure it out, right? Go ahead, read.
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters.
We have forsaken who?
The fountain of living waters.
The what?
The fountain of living waters.
And what does this mean? We have forsaken the Lord, the foundations of living waters, man. You got that precept? Read it.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 12.
For what is these waters? Is he talking about like a waterfall? Is he talking about that damn fountain over there? Right? What does he mean when he say waters, right? Bring that out.
Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom.
The fountain of wisdom, man. And that fountain of wisdom is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, man. He teaches us all things. The Lord gave us the law, statutes, commandments, man, for wisdom in the sight of these nations, man. We out here looking ignorant, man. I'm gonna wait till that damn thing comes fucking on. Right, finish it.
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters,
Right?
and hewn them out cisterns.
Hold on.
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters,
Right.
and hewn them out cisterns.
What?
Broken cisterns that can hold no water.
And we over here making our own cisterns that can't hold no water, man. Can't hold no wisdom. Can't hold no understanding compared to the Lord, man. Bring that out.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 15. Drink waters out of thine own cistern.
Do what?
Drink waters out of thy own cistern.
No. Let's go to the white man and do it.
Drink waters out of thy own cistern.
No. Let's go to what's the damn? What they call it? Muslim? Islam. Let's go to Islam and do it.
Drink waters out of thy own cisterns.
Go ahead.
And running waters out of thine own well.
And running waters out of thine own well, man. And that's the scriptures, man. Our well is these scriptures, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, Khan. Verse 17. Let them be only thine own and not strangers with thee.
See that? Let it be only our own, man. Let's go to our own people and get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Let's go to our own people and find out how to serve our God, man. Stop going to these other people who don't want to see you up in the world, man. They want to see you at the bottom, man. Because as long as we at the bottom, they can be at the top, man. That's plain. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 18 and 4.
Right?
The word of a man's mouth are as deep waters.
What?
The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters.
Right? It's at deep waters, man. This is showing you that the words of a man's mouth is as deep waters, comparing water, right? Showing the similitude of water being wisdom, man. And that's plain. Go ahead. Get that, man.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 17.
So now I got a question for you, man. Bring it out.
Hast thou not pronounced this unto thyself, in that thou hast forsaken the Lord thy God, when he led thee by the way?
Right? So the Lord, he led us by the way, man. He brought us out of Egypt. He brought us out of all of these captivities, right?
And now what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, to drink the waters of Sihor?
So what do we have to do here, man? To drink the waters of Sihor, the waters of Egypt, man. These other nations, man. What have you to do with them? What have you to do with the wisdom here, man? Their wisdom don't compare to the Lord, man. Read.
Or what hast thou to do in the way of Assyria?
In the way of who?
In the way of Assyria.
Man, Esau is Assyria, man. Read.
To drink the waters of the river.
To drink the waters of the river, man. And the river it could be equating to the nations. I mean, to the people, man. That's Revelation, what, 15, 13?
17 and 12.
17 and 12, Salaki.
Thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken the Lord thy God, and that my fear is not in thee. Hath Salakia, saith the Lord of God of hosts.
Right? Sorry, read that last part.
Thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Now know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken the Lord thy God, and that my fear is not in thee, saith the Lord God of hosts.
So the Lord said it's a bitter and evil thing, man. And that's not two things that the Lord used lightly, man. The Lord didn't use the word evil and bitter lightly, man. The Lord used no words lightly, man. All words carry power. All words carry meaning, man. So, right, you got to find out the meanings of these words, man. Go ahead, give me that.
It's Isaiah 42 and 18. Hear ye deaf, and look ye blind, that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant?
It'll be that with Maya Collins.
Oh, no.
Yeah, with Maya Collins. No, y'all right?
All right, this is Isaiah 43 and 19. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth.
Right? So the Lord's doing a new thing, man. And this is the thing that that y'all haven't really paid attention to, man. Y'all rarely run across the men of the Lord, man. This is a new thing, right? Read.
Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
And this is the wilderness, man. There's a whole manner of beasts out here. There's a whole manner of pits, of snares, right? Traps that these hunters have laid for us. Right? These are the wilderness, man. Read.
The beasts of the field shall honor me, the dragons and the owls, because I give waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert,
right?
To give drink to my people, my chosen.
And the waters that, again, that the Lord is giving to us is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And we got to come back to that thing. Not a lot of people have that once again. I don't know how many times I got to say it, man. Go ahead, give me that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 63, on the top.
Right?
Oh God, thou art my God.
What?
Early will I seek thee.
Early will I seek thee. Right? We're going to seek the God, the Most High early, man. We're not going to do it all hell break loose. We're not going to do it at the last minute. We're going to do it early while he can't be found. Read. Is that it?
My soul thirsteth for thee. My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is.
We're in a dry and thirsty land, and we're in that dry and thirsty land. This is where no water is, man. There's no type of water. There's no type of... We out here telling you the water, man. Right? Give me, where's my Solomon 11 and 15? Bring out verse 20.
It's Isaiah 43 and 20. The beasts of the field shall honor me, the dragons and the owls, because I give waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert to give drink to my people, my chosen.
Right? So let's find out what these beasts are. These beasts that's going to wonder and that's going to marvel at the Lord, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, and verse 18.
Right?
Or unknown wild beast full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes.
See this madness, man.
Right? So these
Complete
nations
madness,
came upon us, right? These other nations, man. Those are those beasts without wisdom, without order, without understanding, without knowledge, right? Give me this, man. Wisdom, Habakkuk of here.
The book of Habakkuk 1 and 3.
Bring it out.
Why dost thou show me iniquity?
What?
Why dost thou show me iniquity?
And we out here looking at iniquity, man. We out here looking at homosexuals, right? We out here looking at men with no beards, right? We out here looking at men with no fridges, right? We out here looking at women not in dresses, right? This is iniquity, man. Go ahead.
It calls me to behold grievous.
They call us to behold grievous, man. We out here grieved, man. This stuff is grievous to us, man. It's grievous to the men of the Lord, man. And if it's simply grievous to us, the least to the Most High, imagine the Most High things, man. Imagine it. Go ahead.
For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievous? For spoiling and violence are before me.
And there's spoiling and violence before us, man. We are a spoiled people. We had gold. We had houses. We had land. Now we got what? We don't even have 40 acres and a mule, man. What do you mean, right? Read.
And there are that raise up strife and contention.
And they are those that raise up strife and contention, man. The so-called white man raised up strife and contention, man.
That's right.
And he over here, this is his kingdom, man. He's happy. He's happy looking at us killing each other, right? He's happy watching us being at the lowest state in this economy, man. He kind of gets off it, man. He can't sleep until he's done something wicked, man. Go ahead, read.
Therefore, the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
And judgment don't go forth, man. The law is slack, man. There's no justice here, man. We crying out, what? No justice, no peace, and we still ain't getting no peace, man. We still ain't getting justice either, man. So they don't want to do that, right? Read.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
And they out here giving wrong judgment, false judgment, and a whole bunch of man and other things.
book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 11. God judgeth the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day.
The Lord is angry with the wicked every day, man. And eventually he's going to stop being just mad. He's going to get into some action, man. He's going to start trying to cut y'all off from the land of the living, man. Read.
If he turn not, he will whet his sword.
No, he would stand idly by.
He will whet his sword.
No. He's going to ask y'all to stop.
He will whet his sword.
The Lord's going to whet his sword, man. He has his glittering sword in his hand, and he's just waiting for the perfect time to come down here and put all you wicked people to death, man.
That's right.
Read.
He hath bent his bow and made it ready.
That's his bow is that weapon that he's going to use, man. Right? He bent his bow and made it ready. Read.
He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death.
He prepared for him the instruments of death. And what are those? Those ICBM missiles. You know, the same ones that China is working with. The same ones that's going on, that's being found in North Korea, man. The Lord is, he choosing his instrument of war, man. Right?
He ordained his arrows against the persecuted.
And the persecuted here is America, man. Esau, man. He ordained his arrows for him. He's ready to strike us down, man. He's waiting for these small amount of people. There's 144 people, his elect, to be sealed, man. Once that happens, all hell is kicking off, man.
Book of Habakkuk 1 and verse 5. Behold ye among the heathen.
Right? He's talking to us now, right?
And regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you.
And we're out here telling you, right? But y'all not going to believe. Y'all just going to walk by, go to Discover Green, and act like, oh, everything's nice and sweet, man. Ain't nothing sweet over here, man. There's not a damn thing that's sweet over here, man. Read.
For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation.
You raised up the who?
The Chaldeans.
The what?
The Chaldeans.
So the Lord's going to raise up the Chaldeans, who is so-called Esau, man. That what? That bitter and what?
That bitter and hasty nation.
And these people are bitter, man. They're just out here resentful, man. There's nothing nice about them, man. They're resentful and they're hasty. That's why you find a damn McDonald's at every corner, at the end of every block, man. That's why they want these get-rich-quick schemes, man. Right?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 16.
Right?
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, right, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
And then waster is what? Those ICBM missiles, man.
That's right.
And that blacksmith is what? The kings of the East, man. And they're going to send these missiles and destroy America. And if you don't know, and the word, yeah, even if you don't know, now you know. It's that plain, man.
For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs.
To possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. And these are the dwelling places that they're trying to possess, man. Their original spot was Mount Seir. They left Mount Seir and took over Europe. They killed all the Japhites in their land. They scattered them abroad. And now they're coming over here to America and done the same thing with the Indians. There's 60 million people that was living here. There are now a few in number, man. So they done stealing their own dwelling places. You got a U.S. embassy in China, a U.S. embassy in Iran, a U.S. embassy in Russia, a U.S. embassy in Europe, a U.S. embassy in France. Why? Because these are the people that don't stay at home. Read.
They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves.
They're terrible and they're dreadful and terrible, man. And all their proceeding goes with themselves. They don't pass a law unless it benefits them.
That's right.
They don't help you unless it means they can do something with them. They give you a double-edged sword, man. Read. Oh, so hey, y'all got a few minutes for the words of the Lord? What about tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow? All right, well, we'll see. Right? Okay, read.
Their horses also are swifter than the leopards.
Their what?
Their horses also are swifter than the leopards.
Have you ever met a horse that's swifter than a leopard? No, man. What's swifter than the leopard is these damn cars, these vehicles, the military vehicles that they got, man. You know, the same ones with the guns on top of them that can shoot endless rounds at you going at the speed of light, man. Read.
And are more fierce than the evening wolves.
And they're more fierce than the evening wolves. Why they're more fierce than the evening wolves? The wolves go to hunt at night, man. And that's where they become ravenous. That's when they become hungry. That's when that feeling of hunger sets in and they lose all control, man. That's coming to you. Read.
And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far.
And they shall come from far like they did in the ancient world, man. When we was over there in Israel, where did they come from? Greece. Where did they come from? Rome, man. So they come from a foreign nation, man. And they're going to come from a foreign nation as well. Read.
They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat.
Right? And why is America so fascinated with eagles, man? Why? Can you tell me? Can you tell me why America likes eagles? Can you tell me why Americans like eagles? Like they like eagles?
Eagles?
Yeah. Because they're free? Oh, okay. Do you know that America was modeled after Rome? You didn't know that? Okay. Did you know the Greeks, they like eagles as well?
An owl.
And owls? Okay. Let me get something real quick. The book of Obadiah.
You about to run up out of here, boy.
Huh?
About to get the hell up out of here, boy.
Oh yeah. She's still gonna receive judgment, man. I don't care. I'm gonna come after her.
She ain't gonna make it, bro.
She said, like read.
She might not make it. She may not make it till tomorrow.
This is Obadiah 1, verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
And these people are prideful, man. I'm over here talking to her about an eagle, but she don't know that she don't want to receive her judgment. She kind of ran off because she knew what's up, man. They're not slick, right? You can't dodge the men of the Lord, man. Go ahead, read.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Who that dwelleth where?
In the clefts of the rock.
Hey, brother, can I ask you a question? Quick question. If I say that you are Caucasian, who do you think that's from? Do you know where the Caucasians used to dwell at?
I'm not Caucasian.
Okay, so do you know who the Caucasians are?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know where they come from?
Honestly, don't care. They don't come from where we come from.
No, they don't. They come from the Caucasus Mountain. Right? We don't come from no mountain. Right? Come up here. Let me show you. Can I show you something? You got a quick minute for the words of the Lord for the Bible? All right, come up here, brother. Let me show you. Let me ask you something.
All praise, all praise.
Your brother fly.
Let me ask you something. Do you see stuff on this sign, brother?
Yeah.
Which one are you?
You said what?
Do you see stuff on this sign?
Yeah.
Are you a so-called black man?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you be Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? What do you know about the Bible, brother?
I don't know about the Bible.
Yeah.
History of the Bible?
Just the Bible in general. Do you read it? Do you know some of it? What?
I know what it was used for.
What was it used for?
It was used to enslave our people.
That's right. Okay. So the Bible was used to enslave our people. Yeah, that's not right. It's wrong. So the Bible was not used to enslave our people. And I'm gonna show you that because
It was used to basically
Certain rendition of the Bible.
it was used
to keep our people enslaved. It was just used as a tool. So am I wrong or right about that?
You're kind of right, but you're kind of wrong. And
It's either I'm wrong or I'm right. There's no gray.
I'm gonna tell you how.
It's a rendition of the Bible that they use. Certain rendition.
To keep our people enslaved. So obey. It says in
Okay, bro,
the old Bible, obey your slave master, or else you'll be going against God.
Okay,
It's not being used. Okay. To you know what I'm saying, as a fear tactic to keep our people back then enslaved, which they're kind of doing now.
okay. Okay, so I say you're kind of wrong and you're kind of right, right? And I'm gonna tell you how you're kind of wrong, you're kind of right. What they did was they created their own version of the Bible. They took out verses. They took out a lot of verses and a lot of books out of the Bible. That's why I say you're kind of wrong and you're kind of right, because it wasn't using the full Bible, the real Bible. They were using their own made-up version. So that's why I say you're kind of wrong, kind of right. This version of the Bible, the King James version, it will tell you that you are God's chosen people. That you are above every man of every other nation out upon this earth, and that God doesn't love anybody but your nation of people. Right? Can I show you that? Yes. All right, Con. Give me the book of Deuteronomy 28. Right? 28 and 68. Right? Yeah. All right, so you said you would be a black man from the child. Okay, you said you was a black man, right? So let me ask you, are you saying, huh? Okay, are you the same color of your shirt? No?
No, we're not talking about the color, we're talking about the mind.
Okay, so hold on. What land is called black?
What land is called black?
Yeah.
I never heard of a land called black.
Okay. All right. If I was to see a Chinese man, what would he be from? You don't mind me asking?
You want me to speak for a Chinese man?
I ask you, where is the Chinese man from?
Well,
It's in the name.
each one have his own opinion what they're from. It depends. Depends on his answer.
Bring out the word, King.
All right. Give me Deuteronomy 28.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
All right, bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
What?
that all these curses
right?
shall come upon thee and overtake
The
thee.
guy's telling these group of people, right? The Israelites, that if they don't listen to the Lord, that he would put curses upon them. Do you know what
you said where's that from and which God they speak of?
this is the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites.
Yeah, they speak of many of books or many of gods in that book.
No, it speaks about the same God.
Speaks of many of God. They speak of
Okay, can
many
you
of
give me
God.
the verse to show me that?
They speak of many of God.
Can you show me of that in the verse?
Where?
Like, give me a
Oh, they speak of many of gods?
yeah.
Are you asking because you don't know?
No, I'm asking you to prove your statement. You said a statement, then first you cut down my statements, and then you put your statement out there. So I'm asking you to prove your statement, so I know where so I can try to edify you and see what you're talking about. 'Cause-
I mean, my opinion doesn't always
Oh, so you're
matter.
basing-
I mean, it's something that you got to do research.
So you based it off of your opinion. So you're not basing it off the Bible.
I'm basing off of.
So since you're not basing it on,
since you're
not basing it off the Bible, since you're not basing it off the Bible, I'm gonna show you what the Bible says. Give me Amos 3. The book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Right.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Oh who?
O children of Israel.
Oh who?
O children of
So
Israel.
God said that he hasn't dealt with no nation but the children of Israel. Read.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
No, you know everybody.
You only have I known.
No, he knows everybody that's not of his nation, not of his holy people.
You only have
I known.
So he only knows a certain group of people, man. He doesn't know everybody like you're saying, right? Read.
Of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity.
So he said he only knows one group of people, so he will only punish one group of people for their iniquity. Not everybody out here is being punished for their iniquity. Right? These, go ahead, get this piece up.
This is John 17:3. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God.
The what?
The only true God.
No, there's multiple gods.
The only true God.
All right?
And Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent.
So the Bible is telling us that there's only one God. But you are telling me, hold on, let me finish. Okay, so you're telling me that there's multiple gods, so the Bible's telling
I'm
me,
not telling you that
can I
there are
finish?
multiple gods. I
All
said
right,
the
give
book
me some
speaks
right
of
here.
multiple gods.
We're going to say that one on day.
Okay. Let's say for example, like what I'm saying is that book speaks of multiple gods. Do you see yourself as a God? As a God, not the God, not the God, a God, a form of a God.
The Bible, okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but let me give you an answer, right? I'm gonna give you a straight answer, right? The Bible tells us that we are gods.
Right.
However, we are not above the heavenly Father,
Right.
who is the God of all. So therefore, when it comes to me, I am nothing before the Lord. So I'm not gonna establish myself as something before the Lord when I am nothing. Right? So the Bible teaches us, right, that there is one true God, and his name is
Where is the heavenly God?
in the, you just said it. You answered your own question. You said, where is the heavenly God? He's in the heaven. You answered your own question, brother. Right?
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse 5.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord, and there is none else.
No, there's the three of them.
There is none else.
No. There's Jesus Christ.
There is none else.
So there's only one God, man.
There is no God beside me.
There's none beside him. So that's also a cut. I want to say, you know what I'm saying, on the Trinity, man. He said there's no other God before me, man. Right? So there's only one person. sitting on that throne. His heavenly name is Yahweh. That's his true name, right? So I'm gonna show you, going back to what I was going into, I'm gonna show you that you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? And in these last days, you need to repent and come back into the Lord.
That's right.
Right? Now give me the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15. We're gonna read that one again. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 45.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord your God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now let me ask you something.
You on the phone?
You on the phone? It's all right. Excuse me, sister. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question? Is curses a good thing or a bad thing? A curse is a bad thing, right? So the Lord said, if you do not obey the law, statutes, and commandments, bad things are going to happen.
Right.
So let's figure out some of these curses. Like you,
I got to fly, y'all.
you got to fly.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Gotta go.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You need to keep the commandments, or you be put to death by the Lord.
Power, wine, and wisdom in that book. So as many more books. Assalamu alaikum, family.
Oh, that's what's going on there. That's what's going on there. You're a 5%er, man.
What he said?
He a 5%. He said, Assalamu alaikum, he a 5%er.
Oh man.
Hey, that explains it.
Hey,
You
Con,
too, sister?
Hey, Salaki, you learned. You was up here for a long time. What did you learn?
I learned that
Take your time.
the Bible that we get in the churches today don't speak the true fact about our people.
Okay. And have you seen the sign? Have you looked at it since you've been up here? Come look at the sign, sister. If you don't mind, please look at the sign. What would you be on the sign? Would you be a Haitian? Or a Haitian? No? Would you be West Indian?
I am
On your father's side or your mother's side? What are you on your father's side?
on my father's
Sorry.
side. He's like country.
East Country?
East country.
Okay.
Alabama.
What nationality is he? Would he be a so-called black man?
Yeah, you could say that.
You can say that? All right. Well, most likely, if your father is a black man, then he will be from the tribe of Judah. And that will make you Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Right? So, before you go, I want to read you some laws from the Northern Kingdom. Is that okay? All right. Right. Give me Deuteronomy 25. Right? So we're gonna out here give you commandments, and we're gonna try to test your spirit so you can, know how to come back into the Lord in these last days. Okay? All right. Right? Give me so you heard that we have to keep the commandments, right? And if we don't, that curse is gonna come upon us. I'm gonna show you some commandments, okay? All right. Read that.
And this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he too is not the cut, he is unclean to you.
What is swine? Pork, right? So it says that the swine, right? That's actually
I've never ate pork.
oh, so you good then. You green.
Yeah, I knew that when I was teaching the brother.
Huh?
I knew that when I was teaching the brother, I already knew she didn't cook.
Oh yeah, I could tell, man, because she was answering, she was repeating verses as well, man.
Yeah,
So, all right, let me ask you something, right? Do you like fish? Do you eat like
that's what I eat.
do you eat fish
And vegetables.
and vegetables? Do you eat crawfish?
Yeah.
Do you eat shrimp?
No.
No. Do you eat squid?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. Okay, let's just go now.
These shall you eat of all that are in the water.
So these are what you should eat out of the water. Right? So the God, not only He tells you we should eat on the land, He's telling you we should eat in the water.
Whatsoever has fins
Pure madness
and
of folly.
scales in the waters and the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
He's saying that you should eat the things that have fins and scales. Right? We have fins and scales that are in the water. Shrimp. Wait, shrimp have fins and scales?
Fish.
Fish. Right? So can you eat shrimp if it doesn't have fins and scales?
No. I don't eat shrimp though.
Okay. What about crawfish?
Crawfish. I don't really eat that.
If you don't
But
have,
you can't eat that.
right? The Bible's telling us that we cannot eat
Right.
that.
We cannot eat that.
So that means that if you are eating that, you need
No,
to.
I don't eat it.
Have you
Like
ever
every day. I
eaten?
eat I'm telling you, the type of fish I eat, fillet.
Do you eat catfish?
No.
You got wisdom on you, man. Hey,
Hell
yeah.
yeah. It eats everything.
Yeah, it
In
eats.
the sea.
You're smart. So you know that you're smart, right? All right, so since you know the dietary law, I'm gonna give you another commandment, right? Bring that up.
Look, 22 and 5. 22 and 5.
Yeah, get that. Right. 22, okay, right? Here's another commandment,
Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
right?
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What do men wear that women? Well, okay, what do men wear? Do we wear dresses?
Should we wear dresses?
Yeah.
We should wear dresses.
Yeah. She's talking about gown.
Men or women?
Men.
Men should wear gowns. Do you mean like this?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. We're not talking about like this.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Men wear pants, all right?
Well, I know they wear pants, but they should have pants and gown, pants with gowns. Yes.
Okay, pants and gowns.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Finish that, King.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
What is a woman's garment?
And
Okay, what else? Okay, what else?
dress.
There we go. A dress, right? If you go to the bathroom, you look at the bathroom signs, right? How do you know the boys' restroom from the girls' restroom?
Because the guys will have the pants and we'll have the dress.
So therefore, right? Well, men are supposed to be wearing pants,
Pants.
and women are supposed to be wearing dresses. Right.
Well, growing up, well, my mother and my father wore the garments of, he wore pants with the long shirt over it,
Yeah.
and my mother will have her head wrapped up.
Yeah, that's a commandment as well, so get it.
Yeah, and she would have her, just a dress.
Okay. So, as a woman, you're supposed to be wearing a dress, right? The Bible's telling you that, right? So right now, I would tell you that's one thing, so you're transgressing the laws of the Lord, right? And that's something I can see. So if that's something I can see, I can kind of correct you on it, right? That's showing love to our people, right? Go ahead, get this
First Timothy 2 and 9.
Yeah.
Come. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
right?
In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls and costly array.
Right, so you gotta be shamefaced and wear a modest apparel, right? So you're not out here dressing like a lot of our people that do nowadays, showing stomach, having legs, like showing their legs, showing their body off, right? You're supposed to be wearing modest apparel.
Madness, man. This is complete madness.
Right? So dress is modest apparel, right? I'm not saying you gotta walk around in the dang dinosaur costume. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is you do want to cover up your body so nobody can see it and look at it.
That's how my mother's dress. She covered her body.
Okay, see, I'm telling you, we obey some of the commandments, but we ain't got them all down. So it should be an easy jump for you, right? It should be an easy jump. You right here at the edge, we're gonna kind of bring you close. Okay? All right. Well, what else got you at? What did you have? Give me Deuteronomy 28. Right now, I'm about to show you proof that you are Israelite, right? According to the Bible, right? Give me Deuteronomy. Right. I'm gonna let him go first.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy
Madness,
God.
man. Complete madness. Look at this. This is complete madness. This is utter madness.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Lord, He has chosen a group of people to be special unto Himself, right? To be a holy people. Holy people means separate. Right? So He's chosen these people to be special unto Him. So therefore, we have to obey the Lord because we're special unto Him. That's it. All right, give me that. Deuteronomy 28 and 60.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
So this is part of the curses, right? Now we brought out earlier that we're going to be cursed. But this is part of the curses, okay? All right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into what?
Into Egypt again.
Into what?
Into Egypt again.
So do you know what the Israelites was doing in Egypt? No? Alright, I'm about to show you.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Exodus chapter 20, verse 2.
So he brought us out of Egypt, out of the land of bondage, right? Wait, read that. Read that.
Madness.
This is Exodus 13 and 3. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which he came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage, right? Do you know what's another word for bondage? Captivity, right? So another word for captivity would be slavery, right? The Lord is equating Egypt to slavery, right? So the Lord saying, you don't come out of, okay, go ahead, yeah, go back to it.
And it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
I will replace the word Egypt with slavery, okay? Read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again.
How did we get here as a people? Did we fly here on a plane? Did we walk on the water? How did we get here? On a boat, right? Let's read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So we got here on ships. The same way God said he's going to bring us into slavery, the Bible's saying the same thing. We went through slavery as a people, right? The white man has gone into slavery with ships. The Chinese man has gone into slavery with ships, right? We are the only people that have, right?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Have you ever been to your homeland? Do you know where your homeland is? Okay, no, it would not be Africa. We got captured out of Africa, right? But we wasn't. That's not our homeland, right? Where did get that?
The book of Galatians, chapter 3, right? In verse
4 and 26.
yes.
Right? So he's going to show you who our homeland is.
Right? Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem,
But what?
but Jerusalem,
One more time?
but Jerusalem,
Okay.
which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
So we're from Jerusalem. So we'll be from Israel. That's why we call ourselves an Israelite. Right? So, right, we're from Israel, right? The man, his name is Israel. That's where we got our name from, right? He was given the land of Israel to be a possession, to be specific, Abraham, right? To be specific, Abraham. I'm sorry, I'm getting my mind flooded, right? So our homeland will really be from Israel. What happened is after the Roman Empire fell, right? We ran into Africa, and that's what we picked us up.
Madness.
Right? So you're not African, you're Israelite.
Madness.
In the land of Israel. Okay? Right? Finish that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
You shall be what?
You shall be sold unto your enemies.
Hey, brother, can I ask you a question? All right, Colin. Do you know who was sold on the earth? You don't know who was sold on the earth? Look at that sign. Who was sold on the earth? Oh, slaves. Slaves, right? So we're showing the slave lady behind you, right? That the same slaves that was sold right here in the 16 or 1400s are God's chosen people. Do you know that? No? You didn't know that? Well, let's prove that, right? Read that 16. Give me that Exodus 13. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Okay, so the Lord said he's going to bring us into Egypt again. Sister, what did we say that Egypt means? Huh? Egypt. What did we say that Egypt means? Slavery, right? So Egypt is being equated to slavery, right?
Madness, man.
Exodus chapter
Madness.
13.
It's complete madness.
And Moses said unto the people, remember this day
You listening, brother?
in which you came out of Egypt.
No, hold on. What did the Lord say just now? Okay, so we're going to try it again. Read.
And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which you came out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt?
Out of the house of bondage.
What's another word for bondage? Being attached. Okay. What's another word for bondage? I'm gonna ask you the same question. Okay, captive, right? So if bondage is captive, right? Capture is captivity. right? Captivity is slavery. But the Lord is saying, right, that out of the house of bondage, out of slavery, right? Give me that in Deuteronomy. Yeah.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So Egypt is slavery. So I'm going to replace the word slavery with Egypt, okay? Go ahead.
The Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
Right? How did we get here to this land? Through ships, right? Did the Chinese man come over here through ships? Did the African man come over here through ships? No. No, they did not. They did not. Right? There's the difference between us and the Egyptians. You can tell who's African. You can't tell who's you can tell who's African. Salafi. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Right?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
You shall be sold unto your what?
Your enemies.
Your what?
Your enemies.
So we were sold unto our enemies, right? What nation of people were sold, like I told you earlier? Okay. We're not Egypt. We're not Africa. Right? Sister, where did we tell you where we're from? Yeah, Jerusalem. Okay. Do you know where Jerusalem is at? Jerusalem is in Egypt. No, Jerusalem is in Israel. Right? We don't have a map, so I can't show you, but Jerusalem is actually in Israel. So we're from the land of Israel. Right? So we're not African. Right? The Lord said that he's going to put our people into slavery, and our people went into slavery. So we're going to. Right? She's walking back over here. Yeah, go ahead.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for